What if 500 new people knew about you and your business every single day? That's what the power of social media can do for you on the conservative level. In this video, I'm going to share with you the importance of social media and how you can leverage it to increase your billings for your recruitment business. Now, what I'm about to share with you in this video isn't just made up. This is exactly how I've helped Ben Bonnell, Renee Fry, Leslie Boudreau really leverage their social media presence to increase their billings. Now, before I get into that, make sure you subscribe to this channel for the best online marketing and lead generation advice exclusively for the staffing and recruiting industry. And make sure you hit that bell in the corner so you're notified for all my new videos that come out every single Wednesday. Now, the first thing that you want to do to have an effective social media strategy is to get crystal clear on who your target market is. Okay. If we don't know who we're talking to, the noise that we're going to make on social media isn't going to make any noise. Okay. And that's the big challenge is there's so many people out there. There's so many people that are on this path of social media that you're going to have to join in, and you're going to have to realize that in order to cut through that noise, you're going to have to get crystal clear on who you're trying to speak to. Because the thing with social media, it's really a message to the masses. It's you being a salesperson that can reach thousands of people, potentially even millions of people with some good quality content. Okay. And so the trick that I found is I really create a very specific message. Case in point, this message is for independent recruiters and for boutique agencies and staffing agencies, smaller companies, right? That's who I create my messaging specifically for, so I can tap into your pains and problems and really create messaging that's going to connect with you. Okay, so that's what you want to do is really get crystal clear on your audience. Now, as you go down the path of the social media journey, sometimes it can be overwhelming. Okay, so if you're looking for a good place to start, or if you're looking for something you might not be thinking of, one of the easiest ways to really get traction on social media is actually start engaging with other people's content. So figure out who your target market is, whether it be decision makers or candidates, and go engage with their stuff. Comment on their posts, comment on their articles, and put yourself on their radar. It's one of the easiest tricks out there to get yourself on the radar of a qualified prospect. Now, you can't just go, hey, nice article. It's a great opportunity for you to share some of your own thought leadership, and leave a quality comment. And that's going to be the first place for you to start. And you'll build your own confidence if you're not doing this yet. If you're not putting yourself out on social media, this is an easy way to rip the Band-Aid and start building some of your own confidence, by commenting, engaging on other people's. But just by doing that, you will be able to get traction for your business. It's pretty amazing. And who doesn't like, and who doesn't feel good when somebody's, liking and commenting on their stuff? So that's the easiest way to start. Now, the next thing you want to do is really start to create your own content. And I know that that can be overwhelming. So here's a couple of tips for you. The first place to start when it comes to creating your own content, in the easiest place, is just to, create articles. Going back a point, you can even share other people's content and then leave your own opinion. Okay. So don't be afraid to, look at the articles that are industry specific. What articles are going to be very valuable for your ideal audience? Leave your opinion on those articles, and that's a great place to start. But that's really not going to establish you as a thought leader, and an authority in your marketplace. What's going to do that is you creating your own content. Okay. And so the easiest place to start with creating your own content is actually just starting to tell stories. What's happening every day? What are you sharing with clients and candidates when you're on the phone? And whatever that is, take and regurgitate that into a post. I guarantee that most of you that are watching this every single day, you're either leading your team, you're either leading a client, or you're leading a candidate, and you're dropping value to them. Okay. And that's what social media is all about. It's about you sharing value. It's not about selling. And that's where a lot of people get it wrong. Okay. If you're constantly sharing value, and you're doing it every single day, that's really what's going to attract people to you and really build your, brand positioning as being an authority in the marketplace. And like I said, one of the easiest ways to do that is just share those stories. So whatever you're sharing, the positive information that you're sharing with your clients and your candidates when you're on the phone, take and share that story, through your social media channels. Okay. That's going to be incredibly impactful for you. And it's a really easy way to start. The other things that a lot of people overthink is, just asking great questions will be great for engagement. Running polls on LinkedIn, is also excellent. And then there's the opportunity of actually, really building intentional, authoritative content, which is really going to tap into your market's pains and problems and share with the market what the opportunities are out there. And if you're really trying to make an impact with social media, you have to be bold. You have to be willing to push a part of your market away and attract another part of your market, by creating really bold content and sharing your thoughts and opinions and values. And this is where you need to really operate out of abundance and realize that, yeah, not everybody's going to like your stuff, but if you're like trying to use social media to increase your revenue, you don't want to be liked. You want to be trusted. You want to be an authority. You want to be respected, and you want to have an opinion. So plant a flag in the ground when it comes to your social media presence. Okay. And the other thing that a lot of people overlook is you want to win in the inbox. Okay, we have our social media feeds, we have our content that we can post, but interact with people. Now, here's the key tip of the inbox: don't sell. Nobody wants to be sold to in the inbox. Just start conversations with them, ask questions, and when there's an opportunity for you to help, then share that you may be able to help with that, not sell something to them. And that ability to help people, you can turn that into phone conversations right away. So those would be the 4 tips. Get crystal clear on who the target market, start engaging with their stuff, start creating some of your own content. And the last tip is making sure that you're winning in the inbox. Now, one of the things with social media is, you really want to start thinking everywhere to everyone, because, or not everywhere to everyone everywhere to your small audience. So that way you can keep these conversations going. LinkedIn is a great place to start because it's usually the easiest to target our business professionals that we're after. But those same business professionals that are on Facebook, they're on Instagram, they're on YouTube, they're on these other social media channels. So start with LinkedIn, dominate that platform, and start to think about and start to show up where you think your audience is at most. So, hey, if you like this video, leave me a like, comment, and share. Let me know what you're doing with your social media presence down low. And if you're also, interested in this type of content, I do free trainings every single Wednesday in my Facebook group. The link to the group is down below. Make sure you join it. We've got a killer community with thousands of recruiting professionals in there sharing great ideas about all things lead generation, content marketing, inbound leads, email campaigns, you name it, we're doing it in there. So this is Donnie Gupton. Make sure you subscribe to that channel. We'll see you in the next video.